Yo, what is going on, bros? Long time no see. I'm sorry for being off the channel for a little while, but the project has not stopped. And today I have some things that I'd like to share with you. Also, stay tuned to the end because you're not going to want to miss what I have at the end of this video.
What we do here is go back.
Alright, you guys, so I got the new ECU wired in. I've also got the turbo manifold, the exhaust, and a whole bunch of other stuff done. So we're just going to kind of poke around and look at these things. I'm going to touch on them just a little bit here, and then in future videos, not only have I been working on the project, but I've also been recording too. I just haven't had time to be uploading to YouTube. So I want to show you guys everything that's going on in the car, all the cool stuff, and then later on we'll get into the nitty-gritty and some other videos if you guys care to watch that. So let's dive into this. So first, we got the turbo manifold welded up. And also, this is what it looks like in the car. It's not too bad. And then I got this little J-pipe type deal coming out the back of the turbo. Also, some things of the new ECU, which is down on the floorboard right now, some of the new ECU, I needed to have it talking to the old ECU, so I had to take the old ECU apart and these are actually ignition cables. We'll get into that later. Take a look down here. Wasn't too bad. Routing the wires and stuff for the ECU. There's just a hole right here, and I was able to run everything through it, no problem. And then that's just gonna get mounted right there on the floorboard somewhere, up out of the way. And the oil feed was just barely long enough. I don't know if you can see it down there where it comes up from. Comes up for the turbo. Got my oil pressure sensor. This really should have been down there, but oh well, I'm not really tripping. I mean, as long as I've got, there's supposed to be a restrictor right here at the top of this turbo, and so the oil pressure should be relatively accurate. So, I mean, like, as long as I have a sensor somewhere, later on I'll put it somewhere better. Also, I had to cut a little chunk out of the hood so that it could accommodate the top of the turbo here, and if you look, you can see it kind of pokes up a little bit far. This exhaust is not permanent. I'm going to have two hoods, one with a hole in it so I can run that, and then also one without a hole in it so it looks normal, and then I'm going to run a regular exhaust down and out the back of the car. This is just temporary, just to get the car running. And the O2 sensor just going right into the back like that. Also, to plug off my EGR port, because there's that little EGR port that's in there. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's like, you know, right there. Yeah, the best way to plug that off for me, put the EGR valve on it. No problem. I mean, I'm probably going to cut that tube, you know, somewhere around right there. I think it's stainless steel, so I'm going to cut that tube and then just put a little plate over the top of it. I don't know yet. One of the last things I still need to figure out is the crankcase ventilation. So we got two outputs here. Down low, it's kind of hard to see. There it is. That little guy right there. Got to run that up too. So those three things need to go to the front of the turbo where there's going to be the some type of little cone filter. I want it to kind of point down in here and then have a filter right here. I think that'll probably work. Anyways, more detailed stuff will be coming up here in the future. I just wanted to share a couple things with you. I really am happy with the exhaust manifold, with the turbo manifold. I welded that whole thing myself. And I have to admit, that thing is a bad boy, let me tell you. So don't worry, guys. I got more videos coming up soon of, you know, miscellaneous things, how to do whatever. I know the last actual video that I uploaded, I think, was like how to assemble the engine. So at least there's enough information to get an engine built for you guys. But I do, of course, want to give you guys some tips and pointers getting it in the car, doing the peripherals around the engine. Before it goes in the car, you know how to hook up the trans, how to kind of route the turbo, what you want to think about whenever you're doing that, how to do the ECU and stuff. So definitely more things coming up here in the future. I just want to get the fun stuff out first. When I have some more time, I'll be able to get the nitty-gritty stuff done. So anyways, with all that out of the way, you hung around to the end of the video. Let's see if I can get this thing started for you, huh? Oh yeah. Alright, so I've definitely got some tuning to do. As you can see, it is definitely running super duper rich. I got it running at like, I don't know, 60% volumetric efficiency across the whole board just to get it started. I was able to find an ignition map, and I was able to get that on here, and I retarded it like 5% off of that. It was an M111, which is the M104 with only 4 cylinders. So I found an ignition map for that, and put that on here, and then volumetric efficiency table, I gotta adjust that. Luckily, the Max ECU has an auto-tuning feature built in, so that'll help me out. I'm not planning on, like, you know, having that save my life, but maybe it'll give me a good starting point. I'm just so glad that I got this thing started. Man, that sounds so mean, right? Woo! Boy! Anyways, guys, stay tuned for the rest of this. Got some tuning to do, and I will be back in the next couple of days with the first drive video. I will see you next time.